strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Shit.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Fuck you.
You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it.
Let me fucking. You just call me a bot? Oh. You know, drop that like button, you know? Really show support. God damn.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah.
Bro, what's up with the nigga?
Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do.
There we go.
MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not.
Yo, bro.
They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
Yo.
Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas.
You good.
Yeah, bro, I'm good. You know, we're just a little sick right now.
They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can cover the D like a turkey.
ORD. We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was
open. How the fuck he get 3 yards?
He made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's for Madden on the animation bullshit.
And it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. What do you need? 2 right here. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Oh, my God, bro. How the fuck is he getting in front of my guy? Right there.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
I swear.
He will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, it's Coleman. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Hey, Theo, go fuck yourself.
They'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun. Garoppolo.
Bro, what is up with that?
Into the end zone to bump the lead 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually
My
have to
nigga Niners finna fuck you up.
Humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, did we practice
shut
in
up.
that color jersey all
right.
Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I need a better O-line.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On the return is Pettis. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
Yo, let's spam the fucking chat, piece of shit.
1st and 10.
Yo, chill, bro.
49er
Stop.
offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have
in a normal week
to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. 5
Here's
yards
the one
is
you
the
got
pickup
that.
there as that extends this drive.
About every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
Here we go.
I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Back. 21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go. 52 right here.
In your face.
Jim.
On first down, Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go
I was
down,
about to
but
say,
not
if you
before
broke
getting
that
it
show in the
inside the
focus.
30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
11.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 20-yard line.
X3. 218. Jump.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, over. 52. 3 ball. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than you did field goals won in the 2018 season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Oh, thank God.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's
I got
not a
built
team
out
anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way did that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Seahawks. I got the coronavirus.
Now a draw play with Drake. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd
Oh,
and
I want the fucking...
I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
Why are you taking 2 weeks off?
3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting.
I don't know.
Just too much yardage to pick
You
up
already
on
know what I
3rd down.
said.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback
You seen my highlights?
Fuck your highlights.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Bro, how is a linebacker carrying up to Murray?
Nick Bosa in there to drop
Oh, the
him,
one,
and
because
that
that's
will go
fucking
in the
Nick.
books as the
No wonder.
first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young
That's
man.
his first sack, bro.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ball on the 30 as they come
He
up
didn't catch
2nd and
that.
10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Bro, they be fucking
A lot
lying.
of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back
Saying
incompletions.
everybody named motherfucking
3rd
dropping
down
the
here in 10,
football.
but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so
Worst in the NFL, emoji skull.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs
Alright,
away
man.
right there.
I really don't care.
So we've reached halftime.
I just do this shit for
on
fun.
Halloween.
I'm not
And
running
trust me,
competitive.
kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every
The
day was
commentators
Halloween.
said it.
As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman
Who's the
for our
commentator?
EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way
At least you scored some.
Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
I am proud of you.
At least I got a win, too.
But in order to
Shit.
get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit.
Unlike
Change your
before when
tendencies,
I
try to hit them a
the
little bit
Buccaneers, they get no
more
win.
with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh,
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
What the fuck was that,
Completes
bro?
it to Samuel. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On first down, Coleman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go
Will
as
you
a
let him
loss of
pass
2,
for
and it'll be
100 yards?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra
Wouldn't
tight
that let
ends,
him pass
you're
for
hoping that
100
each of your
yards?
guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and they'll get this down to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
1241011.
They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. He'll get it up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
21.
52. You can't block me.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Brooks Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll extend their lead to 14-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
Bro, my linemen's a fucking ass.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down.
Oh!
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes Pettis on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt. And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, but we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. On first down, McKinnon again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play. Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12.
This is Coleman.
Bro, what's up with that? Why did this region go straight forward?
Inside the 15 to the 13. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series. Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. But drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing
losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is
you missed that.
good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now.
Yo, nobody fucking blocked them?
So far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night.
And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That was offside too.
They
I ain't gonna hold you.
with a gain of
He's
22.
on that left corner.
This possession means
Fucking
so
on
much
my-
for them.
on my
They
side
got
of
to
the
focus
fucking
on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good.
Bro, you
midfield.
just fucking
Nowhere to
blitzing me left
escape,
and right,
he
bro.
goes down. And you hate to
Yeah.
say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense.
Yo, what you doing?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They try to throw on second down,
What
but
the
this
fuck
one
are you
is
coming back for?
incomplete.
You why the fuck
The
open?
Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Murray, and he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now they go for
He
it on
dropped
4th,
it.
but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The
He
Cardinals
dropped it
unable
at
to
the
convert there on
oh,
4th
bro.
down. And the Niners take over in terrific field
Thank you.
position.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. That good for 19 on the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So we got man.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You better be hey, wahoo! Check 52's the mark, man.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that down he goes. as the 49ers get there. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go. 15 running, 15 running. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On second down, here's Murray. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Drake. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, and an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
To throw is Murray. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. 65, 65. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Check. Hey, Echo. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Here we go. Like 20.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to